The following content has been sponsored by Genesis.
Bring him in. Right now he's just taking a poop. Nah, just like we got Aaron Nova here.
He's pooping, man.
I just got yelled at because my girl bought an iron, and I threw away the box like a clean person, and she says, "Damn it, I was gonna return it." But you know what? If it's going to Walmart, you don't need the box.
What are you
Don't
trying to do?
need a box at Walmart.
She just went there.
I probably actually just made that shit up. I don't even know if that's true. So she pulls up to the counter and it doesn't work. I'm
she
sorry.
doesn't have the box, so she's walking there with the iron.
No, she's not going to. She
I
wanted
was
the
about
box.
to say, yo, you're wild. Like, yo, I want to return this iron with no box and no receipt. Just take the shit back. Give me my money. Like,
So we about to bring in Aaron Nova. She said, "I'm not doing that." Hey, Ellie said he don't care how trash people are. Don't care how trash they are. He's always gonna pick the USA and FIFA. Good for you, Ellie.
good for you.
Good
Ellie,
for you,
man.
bud.
Support your country.
We're gonna bring Nova in here, guys. Boom. Here he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the house. As you can see, this is the longest intro ever. It starts on show, but like
This intro was that. Look,
that was the cinematic.
Look.
It's like 5-minute long intro.
Aaron doesn't have an intro.
Just walk in and go on the computer.
Aaron's default. When Aaron has a wrestling match, he's just already in the ring.
I skipped the entrance in.
Everybody, when he's coming in, the whole crowd press start. Like,
That shit is long as fuck. People are like, yo, where's the show at? It's like, sorry, Spielberg's over here. Gotta put the Lord of the Rings trilogy as an intro.
listen. First of all, now that you said Spielberg, let me ask you a question. How you feel about this? I don't know if you heard, but as of today, Warner Brothers announced that they're putting 0 movies in the movie theaters next year.
Yeah, I seen that.
Everything's going to HBO Max.
Yes.
Is cinema dead, or is cinema making a comeback after a temporary letdown?
I mean, I see it from two perspectives.
I want AMC to die. Don't get me wrong.
You're
but
wilding. All right, that was a little extreme.
Yeah.
But
shout out $20
lazy
a month.
people are winning, man. Slowly but surely, this shit is turning into the Wally movie, dog. That's how we're gonna be.
Yeah.
I think it's fire because yo, I don't gotta. Is it? Hold on. Is it included in the subscription? Or are you paying a base fee for that?
That's something they haven't said,
Yeah.
and that's a very good question because I think it's BS that even after paying for Disney Plus,
Yeah.
you still had to pay $30 to watch Mulan before they officially
I
released
don't think
it
it's
on
not
Disney.
though, because you gotta understand like how much you think the budget was for Mulan.
I understand. No, that's fine. But like, first of all, they did no musicals, so the budget wasn't that huge. Secondly,
You want the singing dragon?
but I don't want the singing dragon. Some people did. But my issue with that is to echo. Oh, you know what? There's a slight echo because my mic
There's
catches
an
it.
echo.
Hold on, let me
Is
do
it mine?
this.
Am
No,
I echoing?
it's
I'm
actually
about to
mine.
yodel.
Hello. Okay, that probably sounds better. It's just that your mic catches
I see
yours.
speakers, yo. Check your speakers, man.
Nice.
It's that it's not you. It's dumb. I'm kidding. Yo, relax. I'm kidding.
Can't imagine. It's not
beasting.
us. It's not us. So
But,
I think my main issue is with it though, when Netflix makes a new movie and they put it on Netflix and it's streamed 20 million times, they make their money back. Mulan, everybody knew Mulan wasn't gonna do great because of the whole musical aspect. Not me. I'm saying people.
They wanted them to sing "I'll Make a Man."
Just got the Fire Stick 4K jailbreak and watch all the movies in 4K.
Oh, jailbroken.
Hopefully
cool.
the police ain't watching this.
Could
bro.
you message me your address and your name and date of birth? So I want to notify my friends that you're illegally streaming this.
I'm just messing with you, man. I'm the man with the hookup.
Wow.
Yo.
Illegal.
Hey,
at the FBI. Whoever else is watching this, at the FBI, and tell him. Tell on him, man. Tell on this man.
Chris Weiland, man. Chris, good shit though, man. I mean, that's pretty cool.
I mean, that's cool, but illegal. But you know, I guess.
But here's my concern with it too, though. It's like I don't think we should be paying additional fees if you're already paying a subscription, right? I think the reason why they might go with you need to pay $20 to see this movie is because they're always going to use the movie theater argument where if you were going to the theater, then you'd be paying $20 anyway.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're also going to blame it on partnership. How big was the Warner Brothers partnership with HBO? How much of the cut do they get of the stream? Do they get the majority or?
Yeah, I think
That's so. Those are things that probably
I dig it.
makes me think that they're gonna charge additional,
They should.
at least for the first 3 months while the movie's out. I'm not feeling it.
I wouldn't do 30. An additional 20, I can get behind that. Because you're paying like a $10 subscription, you're getting like 100
how much
fucking
is
movies.
HBO Max? What, $15, $10?
Yeah,
whatever.
$10. You get like 100 fucking movies
It's
and
too much.
shows, and you're getting the latest shit. I think honestly, on top of the subscription, what's wrong with $20? Yo, have a movie night. You spend $20 on an individual ticket. Think how many people in your household gonna watch that. How much money you save? Think about it.
But
You're in
at
the
that-
comfort
at
of your own home, dog.
At that point, I honestly I would screw the system. I'd be like, how many people want to watch this movie? Come through, everybody bring $5.
Yeah, and you
Watch
just
the
came
movie.
up.
That's cool. Now when HBO finds out people like me are doing that, they're gonna be like 30 for this movie.
How are you gonna know? That's still good. How many people you bring to your crib? If you bring,
I mean, COVID's gonna not allow us to have that many food in the crib anyway. You know, in California, that's still a thing. Like, that's still like they restrict like household. Anyway, that's
They be tripping. Look, that COVID stuff, I get it. I do.
I do too.
But like, I remember like when
I'm
first.
fucking over it. I'm
yeah,
just over
I'm
it.
over it too. Because I remember
I'm
like
over it.
people were dropping dead when it first like, yo, people are dropping dead in China.
Yeah.
Who has dropped dead here? Like, yo, you get like the sniffles. You get like.
My thing is there's a lot of like conspiracies now that are like coming out to be fairly true. And that's what's making me not respect COVID as much as I used to. Because back then people were dropping like
Yeah, like yo, they were
every
dying
hour. Like
in
there
the
were
middle of
people
the
dying.
street.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, for example, I saw a lady on Twitter who her father was in a nursing home and he passed away. He got tested for COVID 3 times. All 3 times it came out negative. But the nursing home said, we're underfunded. We're going to put on the certificate that he died by COVID because there's a chance that he did. And she's like, well, he got tested 3 times.
Yo, how's there a chance if he did it?
Right, right. But it's an insurance thing. If you die by COVID, then the government will help you with the funding of the funeral arrangements and all that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that,
But
America?
what's disgusting though is
At
like
the FBI, they need, at government right now. The government needs to hear this.
COVID fake news is on your head. Nah, I'm not gonna say it's fake news, dude.
It's
I
real,
had that
but
shit.
it's not
That
like
shit
real
sucks.
serious. You feel me?
No, but you know what? Jokes aside, okay, Chris said if you get ran over by a truck, you die from COVID.
They've been
That's
saying
fairly
that.
factual though.
But to what you just said, it's just like, so the insurance, like, if you got to scam the system to get everything covered, I can dig that. I can dig that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can dig that. If they're gonna pay for it, if you gotta hustle the system to get everything covered, what?
All right. Aaron's gonna leave that. I just laugh.
Yeah.
No, but I get that concept. But like what?
It's expensive to die.
No, it is expensive to die. And the thing, and I'm not even saying that I don't even disagree with you. I don't. Like if you got to get your shit covered, you got to get your shit covered. But at the same time, that is another number that's getting reported to the news that like died from COVID. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's still causing these shutdowns to happen.
Died from COVID, but
Like-
didn't really have COVID, but say he had COVID.
You
to
know?
cover the expenses.
I see so many cases of dude like died in a motorcycle accident, and it's like he had COVID, and he's like, yeah, but it wasn't COVID that killed him.
Yeah.
There's more people that survived
There were
COVID.
people having COVID without getting
Yeah.
tested. Yo, how you get?
Absolutely.
It's like, yo, they sent me an email. It's like, I tested positive for COVID. I don't remember testing for COVID.
Yeah, dude, and there's been a lot of instances where people schedule an appointment. Like I saw another chick on TikTok who scheduled an appointment to go get tested for COVID because she had to travel for her job. Now the job said, "Oh, we don't need you to go no more." She never went and got tested. They called her with the results saying she tested positive. Like,
Yo, wait a minute.
how? That's been happening a lot. That's
Who's
been
getting
happening
paid?
a lot.
Like who? How much is a COVID bill? You had
I don't
COVID
know.
before?
If something happens to us, you already know. You heard it here first. Nah, but I'm sure this is
Balloons,
spoken
man.
about.
Oh my god. They out to get us, man.
So
It's not the facts. We don't know, but honestly, I kind of got an idea.
yeah,
My shit is with COVID, like, yo, for real, I get it. Like, it was scary at first.
no,
Because
absolutely,
you didn't know.
absolutely.
And people were dying in China on the floor, and it was just like, yo, you walking by, you just die.
And people had this shit exactly 2 days and they died.
But now, when somebody writes on Facebook like, "Yeah, I got tested positive for," it's like, "Oh shit," and then like a week later, you kind of forget like, "Yo, you kind of tested positive for COVID." Like, oh, he's fine now. It's just like
exactly. Yeah.
Nobody follows up after you have COVID. They don't care about you after COVID.
But you know what though? Like the thing about it is
you
like
get tested, it's like, oh man, stay away from that.
The standard for COVID. That's what pisses me off though. It's like nowadays everything in social media can be used for clout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're in a situation where people will forget that the basic guidelines for COVID is if you catch the shit, quarantine for 21 days. If you tested, you're quarantined for 14 until you get your results back saying you're negative. But they say at least 14 days. So if you tested positive for COVID, you got all the sorrows, you're going to make it, you're going to be fine. Excuse me. And then that following Monday, it's like blessed to be at work. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, you have COVID. What the hell are you doing? Like,
It's
so
funny,
it's frustrating. It is frustrating, but, at the same time, like.
It's funny, and I know a lot of people protect it. Like, a lot of people be lazy too, because they just want that stimulus.
Absolutely.
They want that unemployment. I can dig it.
There's a lot of people who were just using that shit to get by. But I've been to 0 concerts this year, zero baseball games, 0 wrestling shows. I'm fucking over it.
It's like,
and I'm not, guys. Don't think that I'm saying this like, oh, it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay. Like we're not gonna follow COVID guidelines no more. No, but like I'm emotionally allowed to feel drained that I haven't done shit this year.
Wear a condom,
Like, damn.
I don't know, but it's just like, I hate to be like, oh, there's a bunch of other diseases and viruses and stuff. I just think like
there is.
From everybody's on social media every hour of the freaking day.
Yeah.
How come nobody follows up and be like, "Yo, how are you since COVID?" It's just like you have it. It's just like
but if they didn't
before
see
COVID struck, I had the flu.
Right.
I was dying. Man.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be done. And then it's like after it's like, all right, it's much better.
Honestly, like I really feel like that was kind of the start of it, because I got sick back in December too, and I was sick for almost 10 days.
Yeah.
And like that was the same feeling I had. Like it was right after I left Steps too, so I was pissed. Yeah. And like it was really shitty situation. Like, but I don't know. There's just I'm really over. And I know I don't want to get all like conservative or anything like that or super Republican.
I'm not a political guy.
Or whatever. I'm not a political dude.
I'm not.
I enjoy politics, but I can't say I have a side. I refuse to be a bot. I just refuse to be like, oh, well, just because I hate most of the Democrat statements doesn't mean I'm going to agree with anything a Republican says, or vice versa. But my main issue is like I am a big believer in like America being cool and great because of the whole constitutional thing. And, like, I just don't like how they're using this to, like, really put an edge on, like, what's morally incorrect now in America.
Yeah,
like because from somebody that, don't get me wrong, is it fucked up for you to get COVID and then go out and, like, do some crazy shit? Sure. But if I'm taking the proper precautions, I shouldn't be allowed to be told how many people are allowed in my house.
No, yeah.
That shouldn't be, like, a thing. Like I pay my rent. Like
you can't dictate how I live, man. You're already overcharging me to live here. And I can't even do the shit I want. Nah,
that's true.
They bugging, man.
That's what I'm over, man.
They really dragging this shit out.
I really do feel like this shit.
I get it.
It's just not gonna be done till like next summer at the rate they're treating it.
But how is this health issue a political issue? I don't get that, man. I don't get it.
Everything affects politics though, because the thing about it is even if the numbers were low and the Democrats were like somewhat in charge of like running, and this is not me saying like I believe Republicans or Democrats. I don't give a fuck about either one of you motherfuckers. But my whole thing is like, if the more they say that COVID is not getting better, the worse Trump looks. Right now, politics aside, I'm not even here to talk politics. It don't fucking matter what Trump did the last 3 years. Yeah. What COVID did this year was what got him messed up in that election. Yeah. First of all, 2 things messed up Trump. This year and him not giving out the second stimulus. Because I guarantee you right now, if that second stimulus would have came in 90 days later, Trump would have been president. 100%.
Yeah, that would have been.
100%. Dude, you don't know how many people I saw hate Trump for the last 4 years. That when that 1200 came in, Boy, I saw these Trump memes that were positive that I never seen in 4
You
years.
waiting outside? You don't send that stimulus, so I gotta pick it
There
up.
was 2 instances when I saw people loving Trump: the stimulus check, and the student loan. Like he came up with a proposition, like making a joke one time, saying like, "Oh, if you help out with building the wall, you don't got to pay your student loans." And like people were like, "Oh man, that's crazy.
Sign me up.
That's sucks, man. That's messed up."
That's bizarre. What? I gotta move these bricks over here.
We got it, man. So
People, politics.
it's
Everything
bad.
is, yo,
It
this
is.
is like,
It is.
oh, this whole year just is. Some people like. I got furloughed. Like immediately. My life sucks. So my life sucks, ladies and gentlemen. So
We're all there, guys. We're all there.
January. All right, so I was battling depression for a long time, right?
Uh-huh.
And like December, I was like, I reached my like lowest point, and then
Right.
like some angels came along and they saved me. And so January is like, I'm gonna hit the gym, I'm gonna get back in shape, I'm gonna get on game. We're gonna do this healthy lifestyle. My nephew's been born. I'm blessed with great friends.
COVID.
No. My first comeback appearance in the wrestling ring.
Oh yeah.
Broke my arm.
Oh yeah.
Broke my arm. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do all WrestleManias in Tampa. I'm gonna do an announce. I'm gonna manage. I'm gonna do whatever I can to be active still. I am
Absolutely.
still here. I'm not gonna dwell. I'm not gonna
Absolutely.
be depressed. COVID hits. Everything is canceled. Everything is shut down. So I was like, all right, this is cool. I'll just work. I'll save up some money. I can pay off these hospital bills.
No more work.
Yeah, no more work. And I'm like, all right now. Hold on.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So, as you guys can hear, you know, a lot of things consistently came up
Yes.
that just said like, "Oh, you thought you were coming back."
Thought, boy.
Psych. What kept you going after that point? Was it your nephew? What was it? What really kept you going past the point of like, yo, the world really is showing me that I'm not coming back? Because that really looks like the world was really trying to make a statement like right then and there. Like,
Honestly, like, I just had to laugh at everything.
look, I'm guys,
thought
I
I
don't
was-
endorse suicide at all.
No,
But if
suicide
after
is
that
bad.
happens, after that consistency, like you decide you're gonna make a change,
I
and
was
the world hits you, I would have been like, you know what, guys, I'm anti-suicide, but this is dark, but I get it.
Like, no, it was very frustrating. I was my heart was healing,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
But I was so blessed to be around people people like you. It's just like,
Fuck it.
man, that's crazy. But to
Yeah.
make a joke out of everything, like I had to make a joke out
You
of
have to.
everything.
You have to.
Like I was sitting in this hospital bed in pain, but I could not stop laughing. I was like, yo, this is just my first match. And I break my arm. Like,
And the issue is what a simplistic thing it was. Because it's not like you got power bombed off a ladder.
no, I did a splash. And out of the excitement, because the energy was so there, the excitement.
You probably didn't feel that shit the first 10 minutes.
Dog, I jumped up and like I jumped so far out. I
Ah.
almost got, so if I would have landed, it would have been knees first
Right.
on the guy, and I would have crushed his rib. I could have crushed his rib. I could have crushed the lung. I could have
Right.
killed this guy.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So it was either him or me.
Yeah.
And as much as I want to be like, fuck this guy.
you
Me
know
first.
what he signed up for.
I'm in the air and I'm just looking down like time slowed down. I was like, I can't kill him.
Yeah,
I can't crush
absolutely.
this dude.
You can't. But that's that's the whole thing about it. It's like, and you know what? Like that's one of the best performers to work with is understanding that you messed up that jump.
Yeah.
It's got to be you to take that bump.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a lot of people don't
And
realize that.
immediately, like, so I heard the pop in my hand, and I'm just like, the rush of the crowd. So I'm still there. So I couldn't do this. I couldn't do the Macarena or nothing. I couldn't do none of that. Now I can do it. I can get busy now. But I couldn't turn it. I can bend it, but I
Right.
couldn't turn it. So I didn't understand that first in the pain because
Right.
I was so in the zone. So I could still raise my hand. There's a picture of me on the internet, just raising my hand. My arm, my whole elbow is shattered right here. And I hugged Sammy right in the middle of the ring because it was the big comeback of our tag team.
Right.
And I'm like, Sammy, I think I broke my arm. And he's like, right now?
Right.
Of
now.
all times?
At this
Sammy's
moment.
just concerned because Sammy's just like, We just came back though. Like I just started to get booked again.
we just made this happen all over again.
So screw you, Sammy, because nobody was booked after that. So if I can't wrestle, nobody can wrestle. But yeah, so I was like sitting in the hospital, and I was like, I can't tell these people in the hospital, like, yeah, I did a top rope move, a top rope splash, and I broke my arm. So
What'd you
like,
tell these guys?
I told them I was trying to get something from the attic, and I fell off a ladder. And
The first story would have been so much better.
it's they would have been like a top rope splash.
What a
They're not
nurse is
working.
gonna tell you? You like they're gonna make fun of you for that?
Yeah.
It's like
It's
you
like,
were.
wow, you broke your arm on a top rope splash? Do you not know how to work? Like,
Nah,
what?
I don't think it goes that. No casual wrestling fan knows it to go that far. The first question you probably would have got was, "I thought that was fake."
Yeah,
And it's like,
I'm here now in the hospital.
But you know what though? If you were sitting in the hospital for 2 or 3 days,
Yeah.
it really would have sucked to like have them be like, "Oh, well, I thought wrestling was fake." Like, what do you wrestle?
you wrestle,
Oh
like,
my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Like college? Like
Collegiate?
like the Undertaker and Hulk
Where's your
Hogan.
ear? Where's your ear with the cauliflower?
Yeah,
Like,
what? I thought you guys, you don't jump over nothing. Like,
so you fight with those guys like
you jump over
Undertaker,
bleachers, like,
Stone Cold? Oh man.
nah, like John Cena and the Undertaker. Kind of like the Undertaker, just in like a great value version.
Just not like Undertaker, but not
Like,
Undertaker.
You know the guys who sell fruit on the side of the road, like kind of like that downscale, not like in store like Whole Foods. Nah, you know, side of the road. You know.
I still can't believe he's gone though. Undertaker.
Undertaker?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I wanted him to be gone.
He technically was.
He was. But now that we know we're not gonna get him again, like it's crazy. I wanted him to be gone after the Batista WrestleMania because he had a heart attack in the middle of that match.
That was Undertaker.
Huh?
The Undertaker's when he caught the heart attack. 27.
No, Taker and Batista, right?
No, Taker and Triple H.
No.
Yeah, that's.
When he did the suicide dive over the top rope on
He caught the heart
Batista,
attack on- Oh no!
he
He
caught the heart attack
in the ring with Triple H. That's
in the Hell in a Cell.
No, the one before that. The year before that.
I'm pretty sure he caught it against Batista.
No, Batista. He was already running and gunning. He won that match. He was the world champion after that.
Oh, that's weird. I thought he had the heart attack against Batista.
Nah, man, you dumb.
Nah,
I know wrestling.
I don't.
bro.
I'm
a
almost.
wrestler.
You know what? I'm
Google
almost.
it right now.
I'm gonna Google that
He
shit.
caught a heart attack in the match with Triple H because they had to stretcher him on. That's why he wanted to fight Triple H the year after because he was like, the win has to be pure.
When did Taker have a heart attack?
That's a bold Google search.
Yeah,
That's a bold Google search.
it is. But I gotta hear it. All right. So let me see this right here. Oh, this is a WWE.
2K19.
I hate people so
In
much.
2K19, if you play as Undertaker against Triple H at WrestleMania 27, you can catch a heart attack. That'll be a stupid ass game feature.
Let me see. Oh, hold on.
All those watching right now, man, please
What?
share this.
What match did
Undertaker catch a heart
Taker
attack? I'm telling you, it was 27.
a heart? I'm 95% certain it's against Batista.
Batista, he won the world title.
Just because he won the title doesn't mean he had a heart attack in the middle of the match.
No, it was against Triple H.
All this when did Undertaker retire shit. Who cares?
Watch the finish. Go to YouTube and check Triple H WrestleMania 27. Tell me, man.
All he keeps seeing is Undertaker heartbroken. Taker heart
Heart attack.
attack in match. Wow. I can't. This is
That's
insane.
because we were talking all that COVID stuff. Now they slowing down. I know.
Now they're blocking everything off.
Yeah, it was like we don't want your show to succeed. Now
For real, bro.
you're
For real.
foiling our plans.
Has Taker ever lost a match? Who would have Googled that?
Could you just type in WrestleMania 27 Triple H versus the Undertaker?
WrestleMania 27 Taker versus HHH. I put 4 H's. Dude, you're wrong. You're 100% wrong. I know that for a fact. It was the best match ever.
No, it wasn't the best match.
It wasn't.
I think my favorite match for Undertaker is against Randy Orton at 21.
I think so too.
I don't know what it is. When he went up the choke slam, turned it into the RKO.
Yo, that shit was fire.
Go on to Wikipedia, son.
I'm gonna have to Google this later.
We'll
But-
discuss that later.
So now that we're into this topic, I need first of all before I even get into the topic, let me ask you: is AEW and TNA, did they just have like a crossover show, or are they actually unifying?
They're not going to unify. It's cross promoting.
Okay, so kind of like what WCW did with New Japan Pro back in the day. Okay,
I mean,
was it New Japan Pro? Or was it the other one?
Yeah, it was New Japan.
It was New Japan.
It's fascinating.
I think TNA needs it.
TNA definitely needs it. And I had this discussion with somebody the other day, and I just think like, who makes you want to watch Impact on Impact? You know, and no disrespect to any of those guys. I think they're all great times. But me as a wrestler, like I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
But like as a fan, like who makes you watch Impact? I know certain people do.
Well, I haven't kept up with it at all,
You know,
so I can't name a
who's the
single
draw?
person.
Who's the draw? Like, so Kenny Omega, he built his reputation in Japan, crossed over here, and I think it's kind of cool. Like they didn't capitalize him as soon as he came over, and now he has this big heel turn, and like for a heel turn, he's going to Impact Wrestling now.
Oh wow.
So it's just like, I don't watch Impact, but now I have to watch Impact because
Yes.
I love AEW so much. So
Yeah.
when you go to watch Impact now you might find a star like, oh, this guy's there. You know, I like this person, you know? And if you're an Impact fan and you don't watch AEW, you can be like, oh, who's this Kenny Omega dude? You check into AEW, it's like you might find stuff you like. So I think it was a cool move. I think it's a really cool pro wrestling move because Impact and AEW never really crossed over. AEW's been bringing in a lot of indie personnel and old school people, or internet darlings, as some would say. But I think because everybody originally wanted just New Japan and AEW to co-promote. They thought it was going to be like New Japan Part 2, like an American Ninja Warrior with wrestling. You know?
Do you ever know why he didn't take that WWE deal? Was he just not willing to mess with them still?
It's
Because I know AJ at this point is like, I'm retiring here. He said, this is it for me.
and look how much AJ has done in that
Yeah.
process. Like AJ,
But I feel like the thing about it is like people don't realize AJ came to WWE when he was already like 39 years old.
yeah, he was already. He
And
was
he
still
was still shitting on everybody. Like
the top of his game. Like they didn't have. I only seen one bad AJ match, and that was his first match on Raw.
right.
But once he adapted, he was like, he's a guaranteed world champion.
Yeah.
Like he
And a lot of
exceeded
guys
expectations.
trusted him early.
Yeah.
Like John Cena was doing business with him very
Yeah.
early.
It's like, yo, his first year, he was like WWE champion. Like, that's
Yeah.
unheard of. Like, this man skipped developmental where they signed a bunch of seasoned talent.
Yeah.
And, like,
And even Shinsuke went through NXT
yeah,
before he
even
went
Shinsuke,
to
who was a big household name in Japan. Like, you got to learn the system. This man skipped that,
Yeah,
done something never been done before, debuted in the Rumble, which is fire.
it is.
And
It was
then
really
he became,
fire.
like, the world champion by the end of the year. I think that's
He did.
that's never gonna happen again. Cause like people come into the WWE, they'll do the developmental and then they'll have a couple reps on Raw, but they already went through the developmental. Like
Right.
Sheamus, Brock, like they come from like a WWE partnership. This man skipped all of that
Yeah, he did.
and went
He did.
straight to the top. Man, it's cool. You're never gonna get that again. I think.
I had a negative opinion when I saw Sting on AEW. The world was hyped because who doesn't like Sting? You know what I mean? Like at this point, like I really I don't care if you were WWE, WCW, if you were ECW. Sting is a dude that like AJ Styles is universally respected. You just have to. Sting has never shit on nobody before.
No,
Like
Sting is just a great person.
he's just a great
he's a
human being,
legend.
and he's a legend. But when I saw him on AEW, I had a negative reaction immediately. Everybody's hyped, and I'm not trying to be against the grain, but my first thought was, here we go. Another wrestling company that's going to let... I mean, Jericho is pushing that barrier on, like, he just turned 50. But Jericho is still, like, solid on the mic,
Undertaker
in the ring, like... And I'm not making excuses for him, but then again, Jericho has no problem letting other people shine.
Yeah.
He's a monster at it, actually.
Yeah.
And that's his last couple of years in WWE. He was being used for that anyway.
He's doing it now in AEW.
So, but when I first initially saw Sting, I was like, this guy's going to go for the title. This guy's going to shit on all these young guys. And in my mind, I was like, I don't see Sting doing that, but I feel like that's what's going to happen all over again. Then I had a gentleman comment on my post recently. I forgot his name, but friend on Facebook, cool dude. He came out and he was like, "Oh, no. If anything, he's here to help rise the young talent, make the the young talent look good." And I'm kind of hoping like we can just make that happen. Lewis said, "Yo, Aaron, I just told
Yeah, I
someone
read
to
that. I'm
move
like,
first."
yo, relax, man. Damn.
He's out east, so if you want to head that way, he'll meet you at his house.
What? Yo.
But how do you think that's gonna turn out? What do you think Sting is gonna do for AEW?
Immediately, it was an awesome moment because it's like, oh shit, new company,
Right.
Sting, who had this WWE run, but it didn't really go anywhere. It was just a short run. A lot of bad stuff happened.
And the thing about Sting is that he's a professional.
Oh yeah, he's the man. He's just
But I think that can be kind of an issue for wrestlers sometimes too, because when he did I saw his documentary not too long ago, and he was like, I remember when like there was so many people wanting to wrestle, and for WrestleMania, this had this idea of like me wrestling Triple H, and I was like, yeah, I'm dying to get in the ring with that guy, and a part of me was like, it's probably true. He never got to be able to wrestle with Triple H. But also, that shit felt kind of forced.
like it wasn't his first option.
No, it wasn't. I know for a fact. I know if he got to choose, it was Undertaker.
Yeah.
I know Sting would have gladly took an L to the Undertaker. Like, who didn't want that though? Like, back then there was two people that everybody wanted Taker to fight. Before Kane came into the picture, of course, Mordecai and Sting.
It was definitely not Mordecai. Shut the hell
I don't
up.
care what you say. Everybody wanted Taker.
I thought
It was only for 2 weeks, but we all wanted it.
It was like, oh, he's the White Undertaker, but that fizzles out real quick. But Sting is a
Don't
definite.
pretend you didn't like Mordecai for like 4 days, bro.
But Sting wasn't like a dark mystical character. Sting was.
He wasn't. But
He was so cool.
that's the thing. And then when he came back as the Crow, like there was a different attitude about Sting that he was always this like Dusty Rhodes like character that was full of life, very hyperactive in the ring, and to see him come back and be like, I'm just done with life, and like he listened to every American idiot multiple times. It's like, yo, he's different. And that's what I was excited for back then. It's just like, we've never seen Sting like this. Like, as a kid, I was like, yo, he's mad.
Yeah.
But it was like, I was telling my friends, like, yo, Sting is mad. And they're like, yeah, he's upset. I'm like, no, like, he's fucking mad. Like,
Sting was cool, and it was a great like storyline, but it ended so the worst ending ever. Like everything, they had all the tours with him, they just like Hogan didn't want to do the job. But Sting if you gotta look at his AEW debut, look at the screenshot. He's looking at Darby Allin, the new guy. So
yeah.
now everybody's interested to see what he's gonna say next week. How is it gonna involve Darby Allin now?
Yeah.
So every legend they brought in there is to help somebody. DDP was there for MJF. I think Billy Gunn too wrestled MJF as well.
Yeah.
Taz is managing three dudes.
Billy Gunn can still compete for like a good solid year.
Yeah, he's still in better shape than like half the state of Florida right now.
Yeah.
But
well, Lewis came out and said Sting in AEW is a good look. I guess a lot of people think AEW will focus more on giving him the legend push, and will less focus on the new guys. So yeah, like I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Oh, Matthew Sweet, I think that's one of your friends, Vigilante.
No, I'm just reading what Lewis said now. Read his next comment.
What'd he say? I ain't going to lie. I'm mad jealous Aaron don't got that picture of me and him standing on top of that kid we beat up at GameStop and spraying on his back. Yo, can you imagine you're on bait? If you're on the news for that shit, bro, that shit would be the most fire shit ever.
I think Sting is not. He's
not
not getting the Goldberg.
No.
He's not getting the Goldberg, guys. So let's. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
That's what I was thinking.
I
Until my boy said that. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Sting
no, but Goldberg was still solid when he came back to fight The Rock. And
no,
I think
that was 2 years after WCW, 2-3 years after WCW.
Yeah, but I like
Goldberg
that
beating the Fiend.
I like that because The Rock was on his way out anyway.
Yeah.
And what a good way to get somebody out is by bringing in another beast.
Yeah.
That was perfect for that time. Goldberg and the Fiend was the most disgusting thing I've seen in that company in like 10 years. Because, first of all, I don't think the Fiend needed to have the title. For what?
He was too cool.
For what? Exactly.
He's like
The feud could be the opening match and will still be the best match, if
Brock
not.
Lesnar came along, like you have to put the belt on because he was just so cool.
It's different,
right?
absolutely.
It's
But
just so cool. Certain characters are just like they get over, but they stay. Like it's not like Bray Wyatt was a new guy.
no,
This is the same Bray Wyatt who's been doing very cool things, and it's just nothing like.
but to go from Husky Harris to the Wyatt brothers, which was still genius,
Yeah.
and now the Finn, like this man has reinvented himself, and I get it. He's definitely earned the title,
Yeah.
but like, I don't think he even cared for it. I'm sure every wrestler does, but I would have loved this. I would have preferred seeing him as WWE champion, which he was when he was Bray Wyatt. As a Fiend, I don't think he needs it. He's not past the point where he doesn't need a title shot no more. He's still very young, but
I think it's fire.
it's just
Yeah, to each
For
his own.
what?
I can understand. To each his own. You're wrong, but to each his own.
I just think he could have made anybody
He's the man.
look good. He's a
so
fucking
cool.
man,
Yeah, he's so cool.
and he's fast for a guy who looks like that. He is fast. Like
Then lights go out.
Trying to turn around.
Creep from behind Aaron, comes his mom, takes me into whoa, hey,
Into the
it's
closet?
getting a little freaky.
that shit.
Freaky is cool, but like,
That ass. If that shit happens,
Sting-
like Aaron's my boy, but I'm out.
like
The
where
minute
you going?
I see this man like stick his tongue out that mask.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm not dealing with that shit.
Wrestling's cool, man. Wrestling's very subjective, man. Everybody
It
has
is.
that. I think give Sting a chance because Sting is Sting, man. It's not like he's been the guy to just come in and take the title. He didn't do it in TNA,
No, he didn't. He didn't.
you know.
And he had a good career in TNA.
He had a great
I think
career.
he did.
I think.
Yeah.
I want to say better than WCW because WCW was just cool.
It was.
But
But you know,
wrestling's cool,
but you know,
man.
Sting didn't excel in WCW,
It-
or anybody didn't excel in WCW because of the NWO.
And if you don't like it, it's a 2-hour show. Watch some. There's other stuff you can find on the show that it's not one game with two teams. It's
Yeah.
literally you're getting like 5 or 6 matches, different characters, different personalities. The thing with wrestling is you're always gonna find something you like. So if you don't like Sting coming back, that's cool, dude. There's something else. Talk about what
That's
you do.
cool,
like.
dude.
Talk about what you do. Like you're wrong.
I
because
try not
Sting
to
is
get.
awesome.
I try not to get too opinionated on the Sting thing because I still love Jericho. I love Jericho, and I'm not over Jericho, and I don't think I'll ever be over Jericho.
He's like the Madonna of pro wrestling.
He really, you know what? He really is though. Madonna can make an album tomorrow, and she will still hit platinum, maybe diamond, maybe.
No, Madonna's awesome. She's
Go,
household name.
go. If I wasn't with Ashley, I'd probably be with Madonna.
Yeah, I can see that.
You can see
She was asking about you the other day.
Yeah, I like that kind of stress in my life.
Yeah.
To where we have a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
And look, Aaron looking super jacked. Have you been lifting?
A little bit, man.
Absolutely. And you know what he's drinking now? Come on, man.
H2O.
Body 70% H2O. If you don't
Josue-
feed it,
Josue, when you were typing that comment, I can feel like the ground shake a little bit. That's how strong you are, man. Getting jacked. Josue's a strong dude.
oh, that's what that was.
He's jacked. Yeah. It was like a
Dude, I thought it was an earthquake or something.
6.2
I got nervous.
magnitude.
I'm glad we found that out because I was getting nervous.
But yeah, man, wrestling is cool. Man.
Yeah.
If you think of wrestling, think of what you like in wrestling.
I love people talking shit to each other.
Wow.
That's what I love. I'm being honest. That South Park episode was on point for me.
Addicted to abortion.
That's just it's I mean, for me that it did it. I mean, you know, but the thing about what I like most about pro wrestling is like the build up to a match is probably the greatest thing. Like it's like a UFC fight. A UFC fight almost never lives up to the hype because the hype is so good.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's where UFC struggles versus WWE. A lot of the time, WWE has a very good build up, and the match usually ends up being good.
Yeah.
Like, and that I mean, like, I'll be honest with you, this is what Roman Reigns needed was the other Uso. Like, that shit worked.
It was cool. Yeah.
Like
It's
for him
great
to be
now.
like the Moana God, like that was like the greatest thing they
Head
could
of
have
the
really
table.
done.
Head of the table.
And you know, does it help to have? I think people respect them having Paul Heyman there. It's like you don't have a choice but to respect them because Paul Heyman could have said no and walk out, but he chose to be like, you know what? Paul Heyman probably said, "Let me challenge myself," and it worked.
It's
If
literally.
I'm gambling, this idea with him going against the Usos was Paul Heyman idea. If I was gambling,
It could be anybody, but like, just Paul Heyman be like, Man, imagine if I was to manage
But
Roman
he's not
Reigns.
talking. He's not talking enough for Roman Reigns, though.
You don't need, because Roman's just the star. Like, but just him being there next to Roman's, like, man, this is the guy that they've been feuding, him and Brock, main event at WrestleMania, and now, you know, main event at pay-per-views, and now they're on the same.
But that's perfect for
It's
Heyman
interesting.
because it almost looks like he's like, it's just a job.
Yeah.
I gotta eat.
Yeah.
I gotta represent somebody. He was against my guy for 10 years, but my guy ain't here no more.
Yeah, that's
I need a new guy. Like,
That's cool, man. There's wrestling. There's something for everybody, man. You just gotta
it is. It is.
understand your taste and just focus on your taste, man. Like, if you want competitive wrestling and you want like these bouts, these MMA style like physical bouts, check MLW out. MLW is pretty cool, where like they have different characters, but like they highlight their fighting ability.
Right. Right.
Check that out. If you want cool characters, you want to go check out WWE, NXT. You know, AEW has characters. There's something for everybody, man.
Yeah.
Just you focus on what you like. Don't think about all the negative stuff and Sting's here to take. It's not gonna happen, man. Sting is Sting. You know, he's here to elevate another character, just like he's always been doing. So just check that out.
Yo, Lewis, what's going on, my man? No, we have I will say one big thing that's missing for me, and I know for a lot of people it's not a big
It's
deal.
me on TV. I know.
There's
man.
two things: Aaron on television, honestly, and a crowd.
Yo,
I think the crowd is like.
crowds. Oh, remember crowds?
I feel like.
Bro, COVID stole it, man. They stole our happiness.
This motherfucker said, "Remember crowds." But you know what? Jokes aside, man, I don't think the wrestlers even perform the same without a crowd.
It's hard.
It's very difficult.
It's very hard, man.
It is. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I respect AEW performers a little bit more right now. I mean, WWE's doing it now too, for bringing out locker room talent. Because, for example, your birthday party was a party, so that's why it was easily. I'm not saying it was easy to perform, but it was easier to like just enjoy the show.
It's hard to be
But
there.
when you think about it, though, imagine you go to wrestling practice, right?
Mhm.
And the guy who trains you guys is like, we're gonna have our own wrestling show. How hard would it be to perform with like all your peers watching? It's just a shit show, ready for motherfuckers to critique you after your match.
Yeah.
So the fact that AEW, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure the big leagues is different because ain't nobody gonna say shit to Jericho even if he had a bad match.
Yeah.
But
And they have
that's the kind of
money.
things that like worry me because it's like, you know, for you to perform in front of all your peers and then go backstage and like discuss what happened, it's like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I missed first of all, I want Drew McIntyre to come out first with the title in front of a crowd. That just needs to happen. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Like, when the crowd is finally live, I want them to say, "Here comes Drew McIntyre,"
I miss
and let him get like the glory that he deserves.
because that's what a lot of think of a moment, your favorite moment in wrestling. What brought that to life? The reaction.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite moments is Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior like meeting for the first time in the Royal Rumble. Everybody gets on their feet, like the crowd is electric. Where they can just stand there and let people process and react to it, and it makes it much cooler. Like,
Yeah. Well, even the feud that I didn't really care for, that's a really big one. But you felt it, Rock and Hogan. When they
Yeah.
just stood in the ring and all they literally did was go,
it's fire.
and
dude.
like the shit was about to explode,
the
dude.
people are so important, man.
He said, yo, it's
Shout
Aaron.
out to Luis. Who's Luis Ortiz?
Click on him, man. Find out, man. You know
I'm
that,
gonna find
man.
out who Luis Ortiz is, man. Show some love to Luis Ortiz. Wait, I
Hey,
can't-
Luis Ortiz is that dude, bro. He's out in
Yeah.
you still out in Buffalo, my man?
I can't click it. It's not working.
Sorry, man.
I'll check Luis out. I think if I squint.
I think if you hit reply.
Oh, it's that Luis. He's in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Oh, Luis, man, send me a message. Let's catch up, man. I haven't.
Louis, he's capping, dog. Right now he's telling
No,
he's going like
I know
this.
exactly.
I just play.
I'm
I
not gonna
just
say
play.
it. I'm not gonna say how we know each other, but yes. A lot of love for Luis. Luis, send me a message. Let's talk later, man. We got a lot to catch up on.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
No, yeah.
Oh, there's the guys I used to sell you the.
Yo,
I
wait.
just playing.
He's an entrepreneur now. Shout out to Luis, man. Luis is
Real
cool.
talk.
He's
Real talk.
always been cool.
No,
He's always
he
been good
started
to me.
off entrepreneuring, and a lot of people were giving him hell, but
Yeah.
you know, he moved up in the company. Now they got him out in Buffalo doing work.
That's my dog.
I'm telling you.
Shout out to Luis. Lewis, bless you, bless
Yo,
the kids.
Lewis,
I
that's
think
work
about
and
them a lot.
dedication, my
I
man.
hope they're doing good, man.
Prove people wrong. I love it.
Keep doing it. Keep pushing, man.
My
So,
man
yo,
Isaiah
Ash-
Reyes
Ash is
say-
looking hard.
Yo,
This is all my life. It took me all my life to grow. This is
You
puberty
did.
right here.
absolutely. We actually pulled some of it out
Yeah, we
before
had
the
it
show.
was like, yo, it's too much. You gotta dial it back a little.
Yeah. Yeah, because he came in here.
Because Santos paid me like.
Yeah.
I told him, it was like, you want me on this dumb show? You gotta just
Absolutely.
600 like shit.
Minimum.
But yeah, man. Wrestling's cool, man. Love wrestling, yo. Stop complaining, man. Love wrestling, yo. Me and Sting come fuck you up, straight up.
Let me tell you, I'll be honest
Put
with
some
you.
respect.
I don't think you and Sting can pull it off.
Me and Sting are very cool. We're like, one text and me.
I'll
and
be honest with you. I think me and Jericho in a tag team match against you and Sting will probably handle business.
I think maybe Jericho. I don't know.
What up, bro?
Ladies and gentlemen, the real Slim Shady has just.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Damn, see, like he just broke this kid's heart. What did you want?
He wants the battle pass.
I was gonna say it doesn't matter.
Well, we need to see how it looks. How his grades look tomorrow.
Oh,
We'll make it happen.
Great.
You're doing a good job so far,
He's
bro.
been upset all day, man. I think he's
He hates Aaron.
Yo,
I can't
probably.
imagine.
Your kids hate me. A lot of people hate me. I hate myself.
Yeah.
Can we talk about depression?
I mean, we can. We can.
What kind of show is this? We're supposed to talk about games.
No, we don't have to talk about
And
games.
the last time I was on this show, so Santos has a problem, right?
Oh, here we go.
And
All right, guys. We got a good amount of viewers now. This is where it's gonna get really intense. You guys showed up at the right time. Go ahead.
Yes.
Let them know how you feel.
so I'm gonna let you know how Santos was getting on me because I spent $1,300 on a computer, and this man, who hates seeing his friends happy, is upset with me because I choose to get Left 4 Dead 2 and I like the retro game.
That's not it. That's not it. Let's tell the whole story. I took Aaron to a PC gaming shop. Actually, to a guy who runs a PC repair shop. He builds computers, right? Which means he takes time out of his day to build Beast for the future.
Oh my god, so dramatic.
He came over. Aaron came up to me, trusted me as a friend, and said, "Yo, what's a good gaming PC to get?" I said, "This is the minimum graphics card you're gonna want for now." You know, we looked up graphics card processors that would work perfect in combination. We found a really good one. We liked that Best Buy, but it was all the way in Sarasota, and I guess the phone has no ringer, right? So
Yo, we were on the whole.
yeah, so
we called different Best Buys. Like, yo, can y'all connect us to this Best
to
Buy?
Sarasota, like, and honestly, the first 30 minutes of the drive, we were quiet. I was on hold while the
He
phone was
upset.
ringing.
We were upset, man. We were going like we were
Upset.
gonna walk in and just start throwing shit on the floor.
So I was like, let me take you to this guy, see if he can order the parts and build it for you. The guy was willing to do it for $200 more than he would have paid at Best Buy. And he was getting a graphics card that was slightly older, which didn't work for me. So I was like, yeah, man, you know, my friend Aaron here, he wants to start gaming with newer games. And he wants to start playing things with better graphics. That's why you leave console, right? Because you want better performance, better graphics. So he was like, yeah, I could do that for him, man. For this price, I could put this in it. I could put this in it. I was like, you can't match this at all. I showed it to him. He goes, no, they get parts for real cheap. I can't compete with them. And the guy was like, you know, trying to strike a deal. He runs a shop. He's like, hey, man, you know, what are you trying to run? You know, that you need such strong parts. This man looks at him in the windows of his soul.
His optics.
And he said, oh, like Left 4 Dead 2. I wanted it. And this man looks at me like, you brought me a dude here that wants to play Left 4 Dead 2 and you want all
What
these
games
expensive...
do you play, man?
I was
Like,
angry.
yo.
I mean, he's like, yeah, you're going to be able to run that game in like 3,000 frames a second. No problem.
It's fire.
Like,
It's fun. I have fun. Like,
no. You know what? I'm going to tell you what Left 4
I'm
Dead
not
2
playing
is
Call
trash.
of Duty for the graphics. I'm playing, like, if I'm playing Call
Call
of
of
Duty,
Duty is a good game.
I'm not
overall.
focused on the graphics and the scene. I'm looking for a motherfucker to shoot.
Yeah,
Like,
that's...
I
You know what, Matthew? You're right. You know what, Matthew? That's my problem. I was surprised. That's why I'm offended, because I thought better of him. And every time, just like he thinks better of me when I find him a girl, he does the same thing. I thought better of him
So let's go
when it
to
came to
that
gaming.
story.
This
So-
man said, I want to play Left 4 Dead and maybe some Sonic from like Sega
I
Genesis.
want to have fun.
That's like, I was, and I'm sitting there like,
He was thoroughly embarrassed.
like, this man was expecting me to say something crazy, Witcher 3, oh, Final Fantasy 15. No. He said Left 4 Dead. But anyway, let me tell you why Left 4 Dead is never was. I'm gonna be honest with you. We enjoyed Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 because we wanted to end this zombie killer. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 are not a good game.
Wow.
They're not.
You're not a smart person.
Let me tell you why. You can't even aim down sight in Left 4 Dead 2. You can't. You have to hit, unless you're using a sniper. You have to hit fire. You have to fire from the hip. Who shoots an Uzi like this?
When there's a
if you're not Schwarzenegger and Predator, then there's no point.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down emoji for this question.
Y'all can just start putting the thumbs down in the comments now. It's not gonna be worth it.
If you're in a zombie apocalypse and a horde of zombies are
okay,
running you down,
now you're comparing it to a real life zombie. That's.
Are
mature.
you gonna focus your aim?
That's mature.
Are you gonna focus your aim and you're gonna try to aim at a zombie, a group of zombies? You're gonna aim.
Here we go. Let's see.
Or are you just gonna fire from the hip? Because a horde of zombies is chasing you.
You can't compare it to a real life situation. Like, you can't do that.
If a horde of zombies is coming, I'm not going to stop and focus.
Meat, what up, man? I'm glad you're here. You know games.
Let me try to get a headshot. And I'm not going to do that. There's a horde of zombies.
No. Like, you can't compare that. You can't make that a realistic statement. There's no zombies in real life. You just can't. That doesn't make sense. But the other, I saw, who was it? What game did you play recently that I was like, all right, that's a new game? What was it, GTA 5? That you were playing on your PC? What was the last time you played on your PC? I saw you playing it the other day. Let me look.
I played Subnautica, which is beautiful.
Yes, that's at least a new
I've been
game.
playing
It's not a
Ark.
good game, but it's a new game.
If Lewis is still watching, I remember he was playing Ark a couple years back, and I thought it was pretty cool. And then they had it on Game Pass, so I got into that, and I've been playing that a lot.
You like Ark?
Yeah, Ark is fun. Satisfactory is pretty cool. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
I've seen Walking Dead. You always aim for the head, bro.
Yeah, but Walking Dead is one zombie. Like, if a horde's coming
Did you see all the zombies invading the prison?
Well, you don't. And look how they beat them. They didn't beat them with guns. They stabbed them up.
Yeah. Again, you're comparing a real life
I'm talking
situation.
about a horde of zombies like Left 4 Dead. Because not one zombie just slowly walks towards you. No, they run towards you, and there's a whole bunch of them.
Let's see. Captain Aaron Nova. Last online 1 hour and 47 minutes ago. Or somebody playing your shit. Look at this, guys. Look at this resume. 7 Days to Die. Decent game.
Yeah, on
Whatever.
PC. On PlayStation 4, it was ass.
It was. But on PC, it's decent.
On P4, that shit is beautiful.
Subnautica Below Zero. Did you play the Below Zero?
Yeah,
Actually?
I love it.
Is it good?
It's really fun.
Just Set
updated it
Radio.
now.
Thank God, 0 hours and 0 minutes recorded.
For some reason, I bought the game, but it's not downloading on my PC. I
What do you
don't
mean
know.
it's not downloading?
Like, I'll download and install it, but when I run it, it just closes.
So refund it.
I can do that?
Yeah.
All right.
As long as you played it for less than 2 hours, you can refund it.
Okay. But it's been like a
But you
month.
should refund it because it's not good.
He said Just Set Radio's not good. I'm about to fight you on your own show.
Have you played
This should
Tony
be
Hawk?
the first show you host where you get your ass beat by a guy. That's crazy.
Have you played the Tony Hawk remake?
Yes, but I got it on PlayStation.
Oh, makes sense. It's actually really good on PlayStation.
I love Tony Hawk.
It's
Tony
running in
Hawk's a
frames
great
rate.
franchise, man. If you don't love Tony Hawk, you probably didn't have friends.
I gotta agree with that. Like, Tony Hawk is like the Eminem of video games.
Yes.
It's like you don't have to like him, but you still respect him.
No, yeah.
Jay-Z respects him. 50 respects him. Kanye respects him.
Tony Hawk's an icon, man.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater
a
in
nice
in
guy.
gaming, like you could be like I only play RPGs, I only play shooters. But if you ask every single one of those guys who only play a certain genre, did you like Tony Hawk? They'd be like, oh, you gotta like Tony Hawk.
Yeah, the whole
You do.
franchise is just you grew up with it. Like
You do.
when games started like getting on the map, like PlayStation, like when the consoles were taking off, Tony Hawk was one of the first ones there, you know. And this was a franchise. This is not like one Tony Hawk game.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Like, nah, this is not aggressive inline. This is a whole franchise.
And the thing about Tony Hawk 2, though, was like when you play Mario Kart, Mario Party, Halo, all those games will get toxic within a group of friends. Like, shit will get intense. I feel like Tony Hawk was just so pure, so clean.
It's a
It was,
relaxing game,
even
man.
if somebody beats you, it's like, hey, man, we both had fun,
Playing
man.
horse.
We both skated, man. It was
Yeah.
a great time,
Yeah,
man.
it's fine.
It was just one of those things where, like, you gotta respect it. You just
Soundtrack was fire. The secret characters were fire.
the secret characters really were
You
fire.
had Wolverine, you had Iron Man, you had Spider-Man. Spider-Man was like
bro.
one of the greatest
Darth
hidden
Maul,
characters.
Boba Fett. It's
Boba
just-
Fett.
They were all there.
It was fire, man.
It was a good time to be a person.
And I'm glad they did this remaster because it's so refreshing and
It
like
is.
it was just needed. It was just needed, and he saved the world, man.
I think Tony Hawk saved the world. Shout out to Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk and Animal Crossing.
But you know what's crazy?
Got
It's
us
like
through this pandemic.
they did a interview with Tony Hawk recently, like having all the older guys come back and talk about the game, and the way all those guys are like, Tony, thank you for being here, man. Like, thanks for having me. And the way they hug him, like,
Yeah.
you can tell people genuinely love. Like, Tony Hawk is genuinely a great human being.
Yeah.
Like, I love
Yeah.
it. Cool Borders was a great game too.
Cool Borders was fire. Or Sean, what was
Yeah.
it? Sean Palmer's snowboarding.
Sean Palmer's, yes.
I
Sean
remember
Palmer's
that.
snowboard. It was a good game.
SSX.
Yo, I'm loving the new setup. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate it, man. Aaron here, he don't
I'm
appreciate
excited
shit.
to hear from Lewis, man. Lewis, can we like?
Call him on the way home, man. Hit him
Yeah,
up.
I might. Me and Lewis.
Lewis, can he
man.
call you on the way
I'll
home?
always
man?
show love for Lewis, man.
Interrupt great, and whatever you got
We
going
were
on,
the
he's
only
gonna
Puerto
interrupt
Ricans
it.
in the building at one point, you know. We go back. I'm always show love for him. But yeah, back to like video games, like Animal Crossing, Tony Hawk.
I gotta say, I respect Animal Crossing a lot.
They
I
got us
played
through
that whole
this-
sweat the other day. Yo.
It got us through the pandemic, man. It was
Well,
it was
Destiny
so
2
fun.
got me through it. Me and my cousin Chris just played a lot of.
I like Destiny at
Destiny
first, but
too.
once you beat Destiny, it's just like all right,
I mean, that's kind of true, but it was great.
because it's the same.
But I got this Red Dead Online, and I'm ready for that shit. I'm ready for that Red Dead Online.
Yes, Red Dead Online.
Guys,
like,
we're actually gonna have Nova on the show for once. On Monday and Tuesday, possibly Monday or Tuesday, playing Red Dead Online.
oh yeah, possibly.
If he gets online,
It's
if he
about to
joins up.
Nah, yeah, I'll get it right now. I just
You know?
haven't been home all week.
If he don't join up, then you know.
So how long does the show run? Because I feel like we've been talking forever. It's an hour
We'll
now.
probably be done about 5 minutes. I
5
gotta get
minutes,
on
that's right.
Apex.
If you're having a good time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna invite Santos to my show. What are you doing Sunday? What's up? Fight me.
What time?
1 o'clock.
Where's the show at? Cause I'm at church. But if I gotta
Can't
leave
say it.
early to do the show, that's fine.
I can't say it on this show, but it's not too far from here. It's right down the road.
It's not from here far. Oh, okay. Well, I go to church right down the road, which is Waters in Armenia.
Don't go to church. Gotta understand. Nah, I'm kidding,
Yeah.
man. I'm kidding.
Okay, I just say, you know what? You're right, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, chill out.
I'm kidding, man. Church is great.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I can leave early. I just need to know, like, because I don't want to be late to your show either.
Yeah,
like,
'cause
if
I'll
I
be
commit
jealous.
myself, I'll be there. Just first of all, let me ask you this: is there gonna be like 5 people, or is it just gonna be like?
This man doesn't watch my show. The disrespect.
No, I've seen your show. Sometimes you have one
Oh.
guest. Sometimes you have 4 guests.
You're disrespectful.
Is
This
this
man
the-
doesn't watch my show. So, ladies and gentlemen,
I've seen the show,
he doesn't watch.
and I share almost every episode.
Yeah, you do. All right.
Almost.
He
Sometimes.
shares it. He don't. He,
Okay, I just
Share.
I didn't
But,
want to hear it.
nah, it's a 30-minute show. iRay's Radio. You watching on Facebook right now? Go to iraysradio.com. I mean,
I'm gonna mute that part.
no.
I'm
Yeah.
on plugs. I just
Copyright.
play. I just
Nah,
play.
iRay's Radio on Facebook.
That's-
Give us a like. Check out our previous episodes.
Let me tell you, I don't know Isaiah like that, but judging by his personality on social media, he looks like a hell of a human being.
Yeah, he's great, man. And we
I've
could both
never
beat
heard
your ass,
anybody
so-
complain about Isaiah
We
ever,
could both beat your ass, so that's the important thing.
but not if I block. So
So come on to our show. We'll talk. The direction of my show is the direction of Aaron Nova. You just don't know, because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen.
facts.
It might be my inner dark depression state that I am in right now. Kidding. Not really. You never know what you're gonna get. It's
That's
unpredictable.
true.
We don't write nothing down. We just record, and we hope to make you guys laugh, man, so you don't feel what I feel. The darkness that is inside of me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Not really. Now we come out. I do this really cool thing called Championship Series. So we would pick a universe, whether it be like, let's say, an episode I did Smash Brothers. We pick a universe. We'll classify each character in this game as like wrestlers.
So you take a universe and make it into a promotion.
Yes.
Okay, so if Smash Bros was a promotion, who would be the heavyweight champion?
Exactly.
Bowser.
Really? That wasn't my
Absolutely.
pick.
Bowser. Or Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon.
But Captain Falcon would be a better Intercontinental champion.
My Intercontinental champ was Mewtwo.
It's not bad either.
Go back and watch the episode. Channel.
Send me the episode. I want to see it.
I'm gonna say that episode. I did one with Pokemon and I did one with Generation 1 Pokemon because it's like 100 Pokemon.
Yes, that's true.
Hundreds of Pokemon now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sunday. Aaron Nova and Santos go live in Steel Cage Mayhem.
Yo, this is gonna be fire, man.
So yeah, come to the show. Pick a universe, and we'll classify.
Pick a
it.
universe.
Who would you do?
Damn.
No.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Cause I need to be able to pick something out that you guys would know too.
I know everything.
Man, you know what? I'll probably bring something like, I don't want to say Star Wars because there's too much going on in Star Wars.
Star Wars would be cool.
Star Wars would be cool. I would say Nintendo, but that's technically Smash Bros.
I mean, I only did Smash Brothers Melee,
Oh, okay.
so we could do Brawl.
Nah, but we can
We could
do something different.
Ultimate.
Let me see. What universes would be cool?
Guys, get in the comments right now.
You can universes like you can expand on it.
You can do
if you
movie
don't want to just
universes.
pick if you want to pick like a specific world, you can go like Cartoon Network universe.
We can.
Who would be like?
It doesn't
heavyweight
necessarily have to be video games. It could be
right. I mean, Dexter's
a
Laboratory
universe
would
with
be
an
the heavyweight
extensive
champion.
cast of characters, like a wrestling show.
Yes.
You know,
We can do. I mean, does Isaiah? You think Isaiah knows Cartoon Network?
Isaiah be knowing, dog.
I know you be knowing shit. But
He's a thug first, gentleman. Last.
He's
But yeah, come to my show, ladies and gentlemen. iReyes Radios. Go right now. Like the page. Check out the previous episodes we have. Aaron being bananas. We got a lot of cool stuff in the works right
Power
now.
Rangers. Power
Yeah,
Rangers would
we
be
did a
cool.
Power Rangers but we didn't put titles on. We booked a WrestleMania Power Rangers card, stuff like that. So
So what's the best? Before you go, let me ask you this: what's your favorite Power Rangers series out of all of them? I know it's hard to pick because you love all,
Space.
even though a lot of them are not as good as you
No,
think
they're
they
not.
are.
Space,
What?
Space is the best one.
You think so? I would probably pick Space as well.
Space is the most common answer, but if not, Time Force. I love Time Force.
I didn't like Wild Forces at all.
Wild Force is pretty cool. You would just,
Zeo and Space are probably
yeah,
like
there's so many good ones.
yeah.
There's like 50 series, right?
I mean, Mighty Morphin obviously was.
If you go back and watch it, like a lot of the
Mighty
editing
Morphin's
was,
like
was very
it's
bad.
like the Attitude Era. Though.
Because they had like
It's like we're
stock Japanese footage and they just
They did. That's all they did.
piece their scenes together over this.
None of those kids had to fight. How many of them got on set and they're like, "Are we
Made
gonna fight?"
millions.
No, you're not gonna fight. You're just
It was
gonna
brilliant.
morph, and we're gonna use the choreography from the Japanese version.
There's so many things, man. But check us out, iReyes Radio, iReyes Photography. If you're trying to get a photo shoot, when are you gonna get pictures done?
Soon,
boy,
man.
what's up? No, I'm kidding.
Can you imagine? Nah, I'm gonna have to do it soon because I want to do some promo shoots for the show.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I got
get
you,
yourself some photos. Anybody watching?
But I'm gonna have to change. It's gonna be easier for him.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna do it as intense as I wanted because I want to do it based on my character from the series that I'm doing now,
Mhm.
and it's just a darker look. So.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Ooh, real dark. The Undertaker here, ladies
I
and
had him
gentlemen.
up, yeah.
So yeah, get some photos
Imagine
done.
Dom
Check
Magnus.
me out
Yeah.
at Aaron Nova.
Check Aaron out.
Facebook.com at Aaron Nova Pro. Twitter
At Aaron Nova on Twitter.
Instagram
At Aaron Nova on Instagram.
at Aaron Nova. I will be in action. I'm wrestling, man. I'm getting back out there. I'm getting back in the game.
We got a couple surprises coming up
This
throughout the
Friday,
year.
ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the Tampa area, you want to check out a wrestling show,
What time is that at?
GCW's The Diamond Cup. I will be in action against Sage Scott. It's going to be in Tampa.
You gonna defend the?
The strap
Oh shit!
against Sage Scott, man.
Okay.
So
Where's
we're going to go.
that at?
It's going to be at Harley Davidson in Brandon, which is Tampa.
Okay.
Check that out. It's at 6 o'clock. Not in the morning. 6 o'clock at night. Check it out. A lot of stars. Shaw Guerrero is going to be there. Eddie Guerrero's daughter is going to be in the house. Aaron Nova's going to be in the house. Ooh, big.
How much is the show to get in?
You gotta look at the ticket prices. Go on Eventbrite right now and check out the ticket prices.
How to use
Or if you go to
Eventbrite.
the Facebook page, Generation Championship Wrestling,
Okay.
check it out. We're doing things, man. So I had this one idea I wanted to do, and then you're gonna get the exclusive. So this is the exclusive. You're gonna only get on this show, man. I'm gonna just give you a hint.
What's that?
I'm not gonna tell you. Gotcha. Tune into iReyes Radio, man, and
Disrespectful.
find out what I'm about to be talking about.
Disrespectful,
so,
man.
Sonny, you pulling up?
You know what? It's looking pretty good, to be honest. It's looking pretty good.
God is gonna understand.
No, absolutely. I mean, like I said, I'll leave like 50. If it's not
That's
far,
it,
I'll leave
yeah.
15 minutes before.
Oh yeah, it's not that far.
And we'll make it happen, man.
Come true, man. Come true.
We'll make it happen, guys. Saw here first, Aaron Nova. Shout out to Aaron for coming through. We'll be continuing with more Apex Legends here in a couple minutes with the new Christmas event. We try to take over the train.
Play old games, man.
We got play new shit. The game's free. Just try Apex Legends. You would like Apex Legends, actually. You really would.
Is it Battle Royale?
It is Battle Royale, but every character has different abilities. Every
Oh, so
character has.
Overwatch. Just Battle
No,
Royale.
it's different. It's way different. It's way different.
What happened to Overwatch? Did that stop? Like,
It's still big.
pretty big?
It's still big.
Okay.
But we'll see. But thanks to Aaron for coming out. If you're in the Florida area, Tampa area,
Tampa area, check me out.
Check
If
him
you're
out
not,
Friday
Fort
night.
Myers next Saturday, Real Pro Wrestling. Aaron Nova steps in the ring again. Check out my page for all the flyers. Follow me on everything.
how you feeling? You feel good? You feel?
I am wired, dude. I'm loose like a caboose.
You already know.
Yeah, I'm walling
already
right
know.
now. I'm going through a lot of stuff right now. So how do I cope, man? I make people laugh,
Yeah. Yeah.
entertain.
That's true. That's true. Okay, man. Just it's like, hey, yo, this
Nah,
shit's a
man,
good
check
talk.
me out, man.
Well, guys, we'll be
A lot of
back.
cool stuff, man. So, reach out to me
Yes.
and show some love, man. I'm here for everybody, man.
Hit 'em
I know
up.
what the struggle is. Let's entertain. Let's have fun, and let's have a conversation. More important.
Put in a
right?
comment in one comment, not multiple.
All of
Like
them.
your social media and like the link to Friday, so I can pin that comment. So
Yeah,
we'll make it happen.
You have rules on this chat?
But we'll be back. But there's rules there?
Yeah, nah, I got it.
Oh, I didn't know. Damn. But anyway, thank you guys for checking us out. I'll be back here in 2 minutes, maybe 3. With some, we're not leaving. We're still gonna be live until another like 3 hours. I got Apex Legends coming up. Train Christmas event. Try to get some dubs. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks Nova for coming by. I'll be on Nova Show Sunday, and man, we'll make it happen, man. See you guys in a couple minutes. Hang tight, don't leave nowhere. Let me play some tracks while I'm gone, so you guys can have some tracks to listen to. Some tracks.
Some tracks, man. Can I pick a song?
Nah, you can't, because some of it is copyright. I gotta pay something copyright free. All right, let's see. There you go.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get an iPhone